Hey everyone, welcome back to Earth Turtle. Today we're continuing our tour through the Phanerozoic by looking at its second era, the Mesozoic. We'll specifically be looking at its second period, the Jurassic period. Last episode we talked about the Triassic period. During this time there is a huge shift in marine invertebrates. We also have the first appearance of archosaurs in mammals. The end of the Triassic period consisted of the breakup of Pangaea and the fourth mass extinction event. The Jurassic period was from 201 to 145 million years ago. It was the second period of the Mesozoic. It is widely recognized thanks to certain dinosaur movies that you may know. The breakup of Pangaea continued into the Jurassic. Pangaea split into northern Laurasia and the southern continent Gondwana. The Pacific Ocean now wrapped around the continents. The Tethys Ocean split Laurasia and Gondwana. The splitting of the continent allowed for ocean currents to pass. This resulted in less dry areas over the land. The climate became more seasonal and forests became more widespread with wetter and humid conditions. Plant species were similar to those found at the end of the Triassic. Plant biodiversity mostly consisted of ferns, conifers, cycads, and ginkgos. During this time, we also have the diversification of insects. This led to an increase in insect and plant interactions. The insect pollen transfer from plant to plant began in the late Jurassic. Many species of insects that are alive today evolved during the Jurassic. The Jurassic showed a huge diversification in beetles and also the first appearance of blood-sucking insects. The important link between insects and plants began to flourish. Aquatic invertebrates included sclerotinia corals, bivalves, echinoderms such as crinoids and starfish, sponges, and crustaceans. An important invertebrate group that originated in the Jurassic were the ammonites. The ammonites were a part of a larger group, ammonoids, which had evolved as early as the Devonian. Ammonites had rapid diversification throughout the period and the rest of the Mesozoic. Ammonite fossils are an important indicator of this time period. After the Triassic mass extinction event, dinosaurs were now the major land animals. The Jurassic was known as the age of the giant dinosaurs. There was great diversification in other vertebrates, especially in other reptile groups. We'll talk about dinosaurs in upcoming videos and focus on other vertebrates during this time. Leeds ichthyes was possibly the largest bony fish ever. It was a filter feeder and measured from 25 to 55 feet long. Sharks continue to diversify with examples such as Hybotis. Procellaris was an amphibian that had the earliest evidence of jumping adaptation in frogs. Eosicilia is the earliest known Sicilian. Carorus is one of the earliest salamanders. Pseudosuchia is the line of reptiles that led to gators and crocs. Pseudosuchians of this time were on track to be the next dominant species, but most died at the end of the Triassic. This allowed the dinosaurs to take over. Marine species such as Dacosaurus were formidable predators. The plesiosaurs evolved in the Triassic but diversified in the Jurassic. Plesiosaurs had short to long necks, were pot-bellied, and were marine predatory reptiles. Examples include Plesiosaurus and Liopleurodon, which was a scary apex predator that ranged from 23 to 33 feet long. Ichthyosaurs also evolved in the Triassic but diversified in the Jurassic. These animals were finned and streamlined marine reptiles. They resembled dolphins and were estimated to have swam around 60 miles per hour. The first complete ichthyosaur fossil was found by paleontologist Mary Anning. Pterosaurs evolved in the late Triassic but diversified in the Jurassic. They were the first vertebrates to evolve flight. They had light bones and narrow jaws. These jaws were most likely for catching fish. Examples included Dimorphodon and Pterodactylus. As a reminder, none of these reptiles were dinosaurs. We'll focus on dinosaurs in future videos. During the Jurassic, mammals continued to diversify but remained small. They range from rat size to about a foot long. The feet of these early mammal fossils showed indication of burrowing and climbing adaptations. These mammals were most likely insectivorous, meaning they fed on insects. And with that, we finished covering the Jurassic period. Join me in the next episode where we'll finish up the Mesozoic era by looking at its last period, the Cretaceous period. Thanks.